as I get older, I could tell you one thing I really struggle with is my patience with people. Crazy people. I think there's about 1% of society that is really crazy, mentally ill, um, emotionally unwell, maybe an emotional service dog. Uh, and being an online personality, I have to deal with some of that. Spending a lot of time outside my home base and for 5 years living on the road, dealing with a lot of the public, I really had to deal with that. And I think part of just age, getting older, and as you get older, you want things more quiet. If you ever go in a 55 and older community, and I was looking at some, I'm not even 55 yet. It's very quiet, okay? Because older people don't like to be disturbed. They don't like yelling kids. They don't like wild parties. Now, the only thing that really keeps me a little bit humble is realizing that at times I've been crazy. Maybe I've been obnoxious because I've been young. I've cut off people when I was young driving, not all the time, but sometimes. And I'm sure any of us, all of us, can remember times in our life where we've, caused someone else distress. Johnny Midas, good to see you tonight. Thank you for being a member. I want to tell you, I will fight the crazy people online until whenever. But, I want to tell you, I saw a channel today too. They haven't been on YouTube for 6 months. Okay? And they made this grand video, okay, that, sorry we left you hanging, okay, but basically what they said is they hated life, they hated their RV, they had hormonal imbalance, they were in bed for weeks, and they didn't want to share that part of their life with you. They wanted to wait, okay, until they had everything perfect, they put on their makeup, they fucking acted like a happy couple, and then they wanted to re-engage because they love you. Fuck them. They don't show up every night. Someone questioned me today, okay? And the laziest worker is always the craziest because I tell you, they always want to bust your balls. Someone questioned me in an establishment. Okay? I'm not going to say what establishment because now being online is like people know you everywhere. It's fucking crazy. So someone questioned me about something that I talked to them about last week, okay? And I said to myself while they're saying, and you know what I did? Because last week when I talked about them, I was very patient with the crazy motherfucker, crazy person. And when they asked me again, I was boiling. My blood was fucking boiling. I wanted to go crazy. But a young person, young kid. I get it. I get it. But even the females too, I hate to say. So females and males, both of them, because I want to say that too. I'm not just talking about a male or female. I'm talking both. Males and females, both crazy. So, after they got done saying what they told me last week, which we already talked about, that's what really is crazy. You ever deal with a crazy person? You probably live with them. You know the depressed people that can't do anything, but they can tell you about shit that you may need to do. Yeah. Go back to bed. Okay. So, after they told me about this, I said, how long you been working here? Just like I said, they told me 2 months. You know what I said? Don't worry, you won't be here 2 months from now. Okay? You ever work with those type of people? They've been on the job for 2 months, 2 weeks, okay? And they're gonna fucking make sure every protocol is followed. I hate those type of people. Okay. Because all they're in it for is trying to make a little bit of money. These lazy fucks. They're gonna live below their potential their entire life. They bust your balls. Okay. And this is what gets you. This is why I want to tell you can't live with crazy people. Because in this world, you're going to deal with crazy people all over. From the gym to the coffee shop to the car dealership to people who say they can't afford a house and then they leave me a message that they just bought a new car and they don't agree with everything I say. I don't agree with everything you do, okay? Okay? Because your misallocation of money shows me, okay, that you're conservative. Yeah, but you're liberal with your money and that's why you're broke as fuck. And that's why you vote conservative, because you're a broke, delusional person and too religious. That's right, too religious. Don't manage your money. What does the Bible say? Snatch the money from the person who's not a good steward of it. If you buy a new car to live in instead of saving up for something else, it's your fault you're broke. Okay, that's what the Bible says. You don't read the Bible. You just follow the tradition you were born in. You're crazy as fuck. Okay, let's stay positive. Because I've been crazy. I'm fair. Okay. I want to tell you, California, Johnny, if you think they breed crazy people in California, you should try Mississippi. You should try South Carolina. Okay. When I went to South Carolina, very conservative. The Destitute gas station in Florence, South Carolina. Okay. Almost had a major incident. Okay, so don't be like some of these people. Now you think California's crazy. Go to Mississippi. Go to South Carolina. Go to Kentucky. Go to West Virginia where Joe Manchin is. And all the broke people, okay, are, okay? Yeah. So let me tell you something, guys. You think liberal states are crazy only? You've never been to conservative states. Never. And you don't ever want to go because California got better weather and better job opportunities. South Carolina, all they got, okay, is Hilton Head and Myrtle Beach, where all the elitists from the liberal states come, buy property, and rent it out to conservatives. I love you. Sophie, good to see you tonight. I want to tell you, in this world, everything's crazy. And the only rich parts of Florida are people who came from liberal states and brought their money. I want to tell you that too. You go to the conservative parts of Florida, see how you make out. You ain't going to make out good. Why? Ain't nothing but agriculture there, brother. So, you gotta know life. And what I know in life, guys, you can lose a lot of money arguing with crazy people. Okay. And that's what I've been saying. I said, Sam, you're going to argue, okay, with someone who's making $12, $15 an hour? What are you, crazy? That's how stuff like that. But I was so fucking hot that I just had this conversation with this person a week ago. Like, what I am such not a problem in public. I mean, I go in my corner. I respect an establishment. I make no noise. I make no problems. Okay. All my bills paid extra early on time. And I'm saying to myself, and I know why they bust my balls, because they want a commission. They're late 2 months on the job. They want a commission. Yeah. They ain't going to be there 2 months from now. But you could lose your entire life arguing with someone. I want to tell you, if someone works for a company and they ever start like giving you a loss, ask them how long they've been working for that company. Ask them. Because you're not going to make it long anywhere in life, okay, when you're over aggressive on protocol. Okay? Because you're legalistic in your religion, okay, and in your sales pitch. Okay? So if I am a liberal who lives in South Carolina, get out or move to Hilton Head. And you're speaking truth about South Carolina. I've been there. And I want to tell you, Johnny Mice in Malibu, brother, let me tell you something, brother. If you think California's bad, I would love for you to move from Malibu and go to Florence, South Carolina. I would pay for you to go. And you tell me how you like those conservative states. I would pay for you to go to West Virginia. I would pay for you to go to Alabama, Mississippi. Where else you want to go, brother? You name somewhere you want to go. You want to go to Texas? I'll send you to you want to go to Austin, where it's kind of liberal and where all the money is. You want to go to Dallas, where the same thing. You want to go one of the destitute areas. Where you want to go? I'll take you there. So let me tell you, I'm very conservative with my money. I moved to a conservative state, but after I made my liberal money. Why? Hey, guys, that's the way life is. I can't tell you no different. Okay. So, I'm Trump. Trump grew up in New York City. People don't know that. I don't know why they don't know that. I'm the Trump motherfucker. Yeah. I grew up in New York City. I made my money. Well, I grew up in New Jersey, but right outside of New York City. Yeah. And then we go, we buy Mar-a-Lago. Okay. And we pander to the conservatives. Indiana's in the house. Christina, how destitute is Indiana? I almost got ran over by some big chick in a beat up Trailblazer with this is like a 1995 Trailblazer with Indiana plates. I said, if this destitute, okay, full 12-inch sub with everything on it, with a bag of chips, and she drinking a Pepsi with a beat up Trailblazer, I said, she out of fuck, she crazy as fuck. Now, what do I look like losing my patience, okay? I'm an elitist, okay? I just bought a home-based multi-million-dollar houses all next to me. What do I look like losing my patience, arguing, okay, with some overweight, underemployed 32-year-old girl that's driving a 1995 Trailblazer with body damage and drinking a Pepsi with Indiana plates. What do I look like? I said, Joe Biden, help me. In the spirit of Joe Biden, help me to get through this debate without telling him to go F himself. Because I tell you, I couldn't believe Joe Biden got through some of that. I thank God for Joe Biden. I'll tell you, Joe Biden's a role model. In my opinion, role model. Role model to America. Johnny, I've performed in all those states. I see you settled in California. You didn't settle in South Carolina, right? I toured the U.S. and then you went right back to California extensively for 20 years. Where'd you end up? Where you live shows where you love. Yeah, you could have went anywhere because you've been there, but you said, you know what? I'm going to where the weather's good, the money's good. I'm going to California. That's why I ain't mad at you. Yeah, I ain't mad at you, brother. You and Nancy Pelosi are the only sane people in this world. That's right. I thank you, Johnny Midas, for being in love with the spirit of Nancy Pelosi. Thank God. You want to go visit Joe Manchin? You want to go visit, who's the guy with the big triple chin from South Carolina or Kentucky? I don't even remember his name. Roderick, what's up, brother Sam? How was your day? Almost got ran over by a Trailblazer. I had to deal with some crazy person trying to get a 2-cent commission on something. And I'm trying not to lose my patience. And I got it very good in life, but I'm getting, as I get older, I can't do it anymore. I don't care how good I have. I get upset. But this is how people get crazy when they get old. It's when you get old, you don't want to be bothered with anything. And it's just true. When you're young, you move around and shit. But when you're old, you want to retire in California and you want to just talk shit about conservative states. Why? You're rich as fuck. You don't actually, you don't want to actually go into a Planet Fitness in South Carolina. I did. Not, unless you're in Hilton Head. That's it. I love you, Johnny Midas. Good to see you. How's VA Beach, brother? VA Beach got to be 2-packed, man, right? VA Beach, beach life is so good. Yeah, I'll tell you, even as I get older, I got to push myself to get in the beach. And I got to find a very quiet beach because even in the quiet beaches, I don't know. It's like, this is why I get mad at God sometimes. Like when I'm getting ready to leave the beach, a family with 3 kids, they get ready to leave the beach. And the beach that I go to, not even a lot of people in this beach. But you say, well, why does that bother you? Because there's like 1 or 2 beach showers. Okay. So, like, everyone's at the beach. I go in the beach. I by myself. I walk away from everyone. I took extra effort. Then I get ready to go off the beach. All of a sudden, a family with 3 kids, they go running off the beach right to the showers. I say, oh, this crazy world. How can I have patience to wait for a family of 3 shower off? And they got lawn chairs. They got beach balls. Now, I remember, this is what brings us to humility. I was young. I'm sure I did the same thing. Okay. I cut people off at times, probably when I was driving. I ran to a beach shower, probably. So I'm fair. Maybe I tried to, I don't think I ever tried to get a commission like someone tried to get at me today. I mean, I tell you, I hate repeating myself like in a short period of time. I mean, I just had this conversation. I hate that. Back live comments. Roderick, 2-cent commission. Yep. Unbelievable, brother. Too funny. It's too real, man. Too crazy. Christina, I'm about 3 hours from a few large cities. I'm in a medium size in good medical care and amenities. This is Indiana. So sorry you almost got run over. Christina, what kind of car does your neighbor have? How far are you to Starbucks? I want to tell you, Christina, how out of 24 hours in a day, this is how I tell you if you are dealing with crazy people. Out of the 24 hours in your day, Christina, how many hours are in your house, including sleeping, and how many hours are outside your house, not just in your car, but in the public? Both. Everyone probably sleeps at least 6 hours. I mean, most people, they're in their house at least 12 hours. So half the day is just your house. That's why if you live with crazy people, you're done. You're done. I don't care if you're rich. If you live with crazy people, you're done. You got no shot in this world. The number one priority in your adult life is to move out from crazy people. That means you're going to need money. And I want to tell you, you ain't going to make enough money trying to get a 2-cent commission. You're going to lose money. Because I'll remember your face. I'll never hire you. Okay. No, you can't even remember a conversation. I can't believe that shit. I said, Sam, stay positive. I had to stay positive. Roger, I've been going over to Chicks Beach, which is a smaller and more secluded. You're getting older like me. You're losing patience with people. It's part of VA Beach, but less known. You're getting older. Love it, Sam. Love you too. Yeah, as we get older, we like to scream at the TV or the YouTube. Once you're a YouTube creator, you got to deal with people screaming at you. If you don't want to talk to them, forget about it. I mean, it's like they go crazy, and this is why people can't live with them. Everyone wants to be a therapist. Everyone. You can't remember, if someone ever says, I look at you like my therapist, they're fucking someone else, and you're their emotional tampon. That's right. Remember, if you're talking to a delusional woman and she married a man below her intelligence, she wants to control him. He may have a drug habit. He may be mentally ill or underemployed, but there's one thing he's got. Dumbness. She can control him. Never forget that. Now, for my women, the same thing. Okay. So, what I want to tell you in life, you cannot date an alcoholic without being an enabler. And you can't live with an alcoholic without destroying your entire well-being. Why? Because that's crazy shit. Crazy. What are you teaching your children? To live crazy? They will. They'll end up. You'll be one of these people leaving me a message. Why is my daughter dating a crazy person? And I'll tell you what type of house they grow up in. That'll answer a lot of it. Or where I could say so many things. Let's not say that. But there's no exact science. You could have been in a nice household too. I don't know. But what I can tell you guys, I don't want to be a therapist. I don't want to figure out your life. I want to figure out, as I get older, how to get through the day without going crazy, without losing my patience. Because I got it overall good, but one thing I'm struggling with now is going through my daily routine without going crazy. Because I thought, that if I try to avoid people in life, if I don't have a lot of relationships, if I don't live with people, there's less craziness. And in many ways, that's true. But you can't get away from people unless you're going to bunker down in your house and never leave. I'm not going to do that. Why? You might as well be dead. And some of you are. You're the walking, living dead. You like that show. Remember the vampire? They fucking, you were waiting for vampires with COVID. I mean, forget about it. Thank God for Joe Biden saved us from COVID. I thank God. So, I think that's what makes me a little bit crazy too. The whole philosophy of you're kind of like minding your business and someone gets in your business, gets in your space. And I'm saying there's so many things you can do. You can clean. There's so many other tasks that you can do. But out of all the tasks you can do, you want the low-hanging fruit to bother me. That's right. There's so many things you can do in this world. That's how I feel about crazy people. There's so much illness in the world. But what you will do, this is crazy people, they'll go for the lowest hanging fruit. I learned this lesson when I go in the supermarket. Listen now. And I look for a banana. Okay. And, a lot of times, the bananas are too green or they're overripe. But always where you can reach them. If you look a little bit up, not the low-hanging fruit, but if you look a little bit up, it's got like steps, the banana stand. Sometimes, a lot of times, the bananas that are not too ripe and not too green, they're up on top. Why? All the lazy sloths picked all the good fruit quick. They went for the 2-cent commission. Oh, we bother you. Not let me clean a toilet. If you live with someone who backs up a toilet, you live in a crazy life. I don't want to know nothing about it. I made a whole video, how you take a dookie. No one watched it. I don't feel guilty about cursing this earth just like God did. It's your fault. You ate the apple and you married the sloth and your daughter backs up a toilet. You're the reason the earth is cursed. That's right. Your fault. So I hope this message delivers some people tonight. Because I don't know what better message could be at a better time. Okay. For a world where, everyone's on vacation now, so everyone's going all over the place. All the liberal people with money, they're going to visit these conservative states, the good parts. All the people in the conservative states, they're still talking about Biden on vacation time. Hey guys, look, it's summertime. If you got money, you can go on vacation. But, look, when you ain't got no money, talk about Biden. I get it. Talk about gas price. I get it. I get it. Buy a new car so you can't afford a house. I get it. Don't be mad at me, guys. Come on. How much we want to go over the same thing again? All right. Click the thumbs up. Click the blue join. Click the super thanks. Let me see who's left in here, guys. The director, $1.99 all the way from Tampa. I watched the Dookie video, brother. Damn it, director. In this world of crazy as fuck people, there is only a few things that keep our sanity. Number one is watching the director's shorts. Okay, if you're not subscribed to the director, show some respect. Number two is getting outside to do some exercise, whether walking or playing basketball, even though I retired from street ball 10 years ago when I broke my finger. I said, this is it. I'm not getting paid to play basketball. I damn sure am not going to get injured playing ball. I'm going to be walking. That's what I did, brother. That's what I recommend you do. Because I thought I went to the only safe place where old people can go to work out without a major incident. The gym. And I'm a paying member. But there's always a crazy person that's been on a job 2 months that want to bust their balls. And I said, God, help me not to lose my patience. Because you can lose everything in life by losing your patience. I felt the fiery hell of Moses when he killed 3,000 people, men, women, and children. I felt it today. I said, this is how Moses got the 10 commandments from God. But when he came off the mountain and he saw the people were acting up, he didn't show love. He showed the fiery hell of murder. And I felt it. But I said, you know what? I'm going to show patience. I tell you, by the grace of God, because if they had said one thing, it might have been crazy. But I understand. And I've been crazy probably at times, so I get it. But this is why I also believe the scripture. This is also why Moses asked God to kill him. Because he got tired of life and people. This is why Jesus was only 33 and he had still love in his heart. Because when I was 33, I had a lot more patience. Oh, yeah, that's right. I want to tell you, this is why Mother Teresa died a bitter woman that didn't have enough sex. Read her last will and testament. Don't take my word. This is why the internet has become a cesspool of people who are crazy. And, I'll be fair. I look at times on my internet history. I said, well, before YouTube, I said, well, I was probably a little bit crazy here. But I remember making decisions to correct that. I said, man, I'm not going to make posts for friends and family because everyone crazy as fuck. They don't want to hear what I got to say. The only thing I'm going to have on social media is a YouTube account, try to make it a side hustle and use my gift. And if people don't like that, fuck them. I'm not going to have any social media presence. I'll have a fake account to look at some hot chicks I know on Instagram and watch some YouTube videos. But everyone else can go to hell. I think like Nas said to me, thank God this YouTube thing worked out because it would have been a lot different. I want to tell you, things would have been, even now I think, how much do you want to deal with? Roderick, I saw your video on the RV this morning. Thank you, brother. You've been positive. Nice, Sam. Thank you. I go back and leave a comment. Now, I appreciate that. I noticed. I want to thank you, Roderick. I want to thank you, Director. I want to thank you, Johnny Midas. I want to thank you, Christina. I want to thank you, Sophie. I want to thank all the positive people. I get it. And I'm very appreciative of you. This is really, but I have to stay focused on a message that I feel can help you in your time of need. Because I can make videos about, hey, how was your day? Did you take a dookie today? Did you eat a sandwich? Hey, I haven't been on YouTube for 6 months because I've been cursing the earth. But I'm back, and I want to make videos again and tell you about life. Hey, guy, I can do that. It's fucking easy. Okay? I've been on the job for 2 months, and I'm fucking following every letter of the law. I can do that too. I'll tell you, don't lose your patience. Stay on the job, stay on your grind, because people, they're going to go crazy, and they're going to get fired, they're going to quit, they're going to get laid off, or they're going to fall. There's something's going to happen. Now, that can happen to any of us, so I don't want to be prideful. Okay. But what I want to tell you is they'll disappear. You need you more than you need them. But if you lose your cool, I tell this to myself, I got to say this out loud because as I get older, I got to work on this because this is not easy. I say, Sam, remove yourself from the situation because more and more as I'm getting older, I'm seeing that I'm almost wanting to engage more for some reason. Like when I was young, of course, you engage in certain things. Then I was like, man, this is crazy. I got to just avoid this shit, which really helped me. Now, I think, because like I tried to really live a peaceful life and not bother people. And I'm not even talking about making a rough video online. I'm talking about like in public. When someone bothers me now, I'm saying, why the fuck would you bother me? In my mind, I say, get the fuck out of it. But I can't, I got to remember to be patient. But this is a big battle with age. I think that's it because I'm getting burnt out on life. You can get burnt out on the road. You can buy another car with climate control. Your ass still getting burnt out, but now you're broker. Yeah. I want to tell you, they're not listening. They shouldn't even watch my damn channel. I don't know what. And guys, look, home base ain't perfect either. But I want to tell you, neither is climate control, okay, living in a Planet Fitness parking lot. Not perfect. You got to do what you got to do. Director, 199. You're a wise man. You know how to slip the jab. Thank you, Director. But what I want to tell you, Charles, is the hardest part about life is not slipping the jab. It's not giving the uppercut. The hardest part about life is taking the hit. And because there's no way, whether you're Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali or Rocky, there's no way in life you're going to win a fight without taking a hit. That's the part you got to work on, your endurance. And every time you get cut off on the road or you deal with some crazy person that's been on a job for 2 months and they following every protocol, or there's no line, but for some reason, the service slow as fuck, you're not slipping a jab. You're getting hit with the jab. Oh, you got to learn how to take a punch, pain. And as you wait for slow service, you look online because you want to share your life or you want to troll for life. And mentally ill people who are over-religious, bad allocators of money, and staying bunkered down their house, they're leaving you comments about crazy shit. And you're saying to yourself, what the fuck? Let me get my coffee and get the fuck out of here. But I'm getting hit with the jab, brother. I remember in real life, I got hit with a jab a few times, and I didn't appreciate the power of the jab. Not a knockout blow, but it can keep you away from them, and over time, that jab can do some damage. So we don't just give the hits, we take the hits. You learn a lot when you get hit in the mouth. You learn a lot when you get hit in the body. I remember catching some body blows, you could lose your breath. Roderick, do y'all think people are more cruel? No, I actually think people are kinder. I just think more cruel people have service dogs. I went to McDonald's, well, that's your first mistake, for unsweetened tea. Yeah. And the drive-through lady was so rude. Oh, yeah. Well, thank God she's working. I say that every time. So I should say that too, even about the person I dealt with today. Because I also remember in life that, you can't complain about, look, they're working. Now you can say, well, they're doing a horrible job, but at least they're doing something. So I try to remind myself of that. That's positive. They're not totally crazy. If a person is totally crazy, they don't work and they complain about people who do work. Oh, that's crazy as fuck. And believe me, you'll see that. And then she goes, the lady was rude. Had to be because my daughters were with me. Learning moment. Yeah, well, I give you credit, brother. I don't know. I believe you're a similar age to me. I don't know how you stay so positive. Because I tell you, I'm ready to rip somebody's head off. I mean, I'm very positive, but in my mind, I feel this. As I get older, I'm getting more agitated. Now, and I got to really be careful in public because I haven't done anything. But I feel myself like, what the fuck? Like, I'm getting ready to say something. I got to keep eyes on. What are you getting? I'm not going to do anything crazy, but once in a while, I check someone. Like today, all I did was I was very nice. I was very diplomatic. But I just said one thing. See, that's what I did. I let them say whatever they need to say. I took my headphones out. I said, how long you been on the job? Just like that. Oh, and then they start stumbling and shit. Oh, 2.5 months. I said, just like this. I said, okay. Yeah. But I tell you, I wanted to say a lot of stuff. Tom, the older I get, the more I realize the only people who care at all about me is my parents and my daughter. Well, if you live with your parents or your daughter has to take care of you, you'll question that too, brother. Okay? So thank God that you're talking to me online and we're totally strangers that don't live together. Because that's the best value I can give for your $4.99. Your daughter may drive you to the hospital, but you wouldn't want her to be your full-time caretaker for the rest of your life. Your parents may love you unconditionally, but if you had to live with them for an extended period of time, you'd want to pull the plug on them and get the inheritance early. Tom Wasserman, everyone's just passing through our life. This world, we're a floating ball of bubbling water. Only Joe Biden can save us from climate change. Only Joe Biden. Okay? Thank God for Joe Biden. I want to tell you, there's so many things wrong. There's so many things wrong in this world. The only thing right is Joe Biden. I'll tell you right now. Thank you, Lord. All right, let's stay positive. Twister. What's up, Sam? Hey, we trying our best, man. Sam, your timing couldn't be better. I can make this video. This is one of those classic Illmatic videos. I could make this topic every day, and it'd be right on time. That's right. Because crazy people existed even more so in the beginning of times during biblical times. Remember, most people who wrote the Bible were killers, murderers, and rapists. No women. No gentle spirit service dog people, all fucking killers. And they told you to be submissive. Now remember, most people who are non-religious are, look guys, everyone's fucked up. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I can't even tell you anything good. It's true. As people, they just want to say, oh, thumbs up, thumbs down. They're fucking nuts, these people. People are fucking nuts. I say to myself, God, how did I get through this earth? Because I've been religious, I've been non-religious, I've been, wild, I've been non-wild. I mean, but overall, I've always tried to avoid crazy shit, real when it gets real crazy. And I've avoided some things. And I thank God for that, because I've seen a lot of people smarter than me, stronger than me. I've seen a lot of people not survive as long as me. And some of that is because they just lost their patience. And that's why you got to be very careful of the situation you put yourself in. And that's why, Twister, you got to move out. Because as smiling as a gentle spirit as you had during graduation, you're a killer. You're a killer, Twister. If you stay in that toxic house with your parents and your brother and those 2 service dogs, you'll be a raging maniac by the time you're 30. You right now, you're a sweet, tender young man with a little bit of crazy. If you stay in your house till you're 30, you're going to be crazy as fuck. Now, I'm not saying you should move out and hurt yourself. I'm not saying you should just give away your dogs irresponsibly. But I'm saying keep working at Starbucks and apply to CB Richard Ellis, Cushman Wakefield, and get your ass in a career job, brother. Because remember, when you think your father is crazy, remember your mother thought he was so sane, she should have 2 babies with him. So that shows you where her judgment was at. Okay? Your mom, no one loves you like your mom. But just remember, the whole shit's crazy. Okay? Your father's batshit crazy, got a restraining order from the mailman, but goes to church or the mosque every week or whatever the fuck. Okay? Your mother is the kind-hearted person that wants service dogs, but she decided to have multiple babies with this crazy fuck. And you're sitting there trying to get the answers to life online like most people. I'm most people's fucking therapist, their professor. And I'm getting my balls busted by someone who's been on a job for 2 months. And I said to myself, God, where do I turn? Where does the life coach turn for inspiration? Joe Biden. Thank God for Joe Biden. Yeah, I want to thank you, Lord. There's no one that can, I'll tell you, thank God Joe Biden helped me. Now let's take hydration. I hope I left off of some of these comments, man. If I miss a comment, please type it again. Don't take that disrespect. I think I left off at Twister. Twister was saying, Sam, your timing couldn't have been better. This 16-year-old just told me the most trash, racist comment I've ever received in my life. I literally want to beat the shit out of him. Well, just remember, I've been the only white person in all black community, and I've had racist things said to me. I've been around all white people, and a minority come around, and I've heard racist things said about them. So just remember, I'm sure you've been around a bunch of people of your own ethnic group, of your own religion, says some crazy shit about some other motherfucker. I'm not saying it makes it right, because it don't make it right. And I've said something to people I know of my own race, of my own religion, and other race religion. Because I believe as best you can try to be fair. But we've all been through that. And we've all made mistakes. So what I can tell you, it's just someone that wants to die and they're looking for a conflict with someone else because they already hate life. Remember, guys and girls, people who bust your balls, they already hate life. And they're looking for conflict. It keeps them engaged and they're away from their thoughts. They can't be alone with their thoughts. See, me, I could be alone with my thoughts, even though I feel the negative things in life. I like it peaceful because I could work through my thoughts. I keep it like that. But I'll tell you, there's nothing more dangerous than trying to understand a psychopath or living with a psychopath. I want you to watch the movie with Jennifer Lopez, The Cell. The Cell. When it was a sci-fi movie, she got injected into the mind of a psychopath, almost destroyed her mental health. Anyone who tells me that they're dating someone to save them, to help them, they're a drug addict gambler and they're dating a drug addict gambler. Because you ain't saving no one. You're going to share an apartment. That's what you're going to do. And it's crazy as fuck. And I don't want to know what's crazy this week. Thank God I can turn on the news and see a sane Joe Biden. Thank God. Gas prices under $4. Thank you, Joe Biden. Who thanked Joe Biden this week? That's what I want to know. What's it? Yep. Roger. I feel you, Sam. I've learned I can never tell anyone how to feel. Yeah, that's true. I try to figure it out. Not easy. But what is easy? You get it. A good man, Sam. Well, no one's truly good. That's what Jesus said, and I believe it. But I appreciate your positive spirit, brother. Oh, shit! The directors hit me hard tonight. $4.99. Thank you, brother, for being in my corner. I helped out with dogs at an animal shelter, and it put me on a spiritual high. Well, you should take those dogs home with you and let them live with you and take care of them. It'll help you, but it'll also take a lot out of it. It'll put you on a spiritual low sometimes. Perhaps it's preparing me to take the hit this coming week. Well, Charles, I know you're a positive person. I see you fighting, and I appreciate that you still upload. I know that's not easy, especially not being monetized. So it shows me a lot that you're a fighter, and you've been very kind to me, and I believe you would make a good father to a dog or a child. But I know that, you got to take time for your mental health and stuff like that. So, Charles, you just be you. I got to be me, and I got to vent this shit because this shit's crazy for me. But I don't want to force my view on you, Charles. You do whatever you want. I believe everything I've seen from you. You don't hurt anyone. You're trying to stay positive. So you got a different way than me. I'm fine with that. I don't believe like Jesus is the only way. I believe do whatever the fuck you want. Just don't hurt no one. Okay. That's what I believe. Just stay the fuck away from me. That's what I believe. So, Charles, I love you. You've been very gracious. I want you to live a great life. Joe Biden, help us all. Let me go back to his live comments. If I miss a comment, please forgive me. Okay. Where are we at? I think we left all Twisted and Roderick. Oh, yeah, Twister again. I just stayed calm. Good job. While you're young, as you get older, it's hard to stay calm. We got another super chat. Coffee Black, $1.99. She's out there giving me a behind the scenes. Coffee Black. Only one cam girl can understand what a cam guy goes through. Coffee Black, I'm out here showing them the D every night. And they can never get enough. They want the behind the scenes. I got ugly gay people, ugly married people, straight people, all messaging me, all standing next to me online, all going next to me on the treadmill. I say, where the fuck are the dime pieces that are rich as fuck? Why don't they never park next to me? Why don't they ever get on a treadmill next to me? You ever notice that, Coffee Black? In this crazy world, all the people that could, there's no good-looking people want to stand next to me and bust my balls. I got to deal with the ugly psychopaths. Why? It's crazy. It's crazy, Coffee Black. Twister, $1.99, one finger up. Damn it, I appreciate that, brother. I'm trying to keep us alive. Remember, when you go to war, and we're at war every day, guys, they tell you this. This is what I want to tell you about Ukraine, Russia. Okay. Trump said this, and Joe Biden said this. Before the war, they said Ukraine could not be part of NATO because they're too corrupt. Both of them said that. Trump and Biden, before the war. So, Russia goes to war with Ukraine. What do? We give what we called a corrupt nation money, billions of dollars. I'll tell you, this world crazy as fuck. Okay? So I don't know if we fighting. This is what I tell you in war. Sophie, $5 super chat. Thank you for saying truth plainly. Well, Sophie, I thank you because I can't believe you show us a lot. The fact that you've survived and that you're trying to keep your sanity in this crazy world shows you a lot. And Sophie, I thank you, very gracious. Thank you for always, you're very consistent every day, positive support, first commenter, I appreciate that. I know that's not easy. And I was going to say, every day in war, you got one job. Get through the day. Get through the day. Roderick, all the way from BA Beach. Sam, keep being you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You avoid the crazy people as you get your extra large unsweetened tea because you got 2 daughters to raise. You love your daughters, but never let your daughters be your full-time caretakers. Why? Let that be a boundary for the rest of your life, brother. I love you, Roderick. Matthew H, $1.99, South Florida emojis, palm trees, water, pineapples, and bikinis. You say inspirational nomad, you made your money in a liberal state, just like Trump, New Jersey, New York. And you came down to a conservative state so you can dodge taxes, just like Bob Wells did when he got his Arizona license. You are a true elitist. What can you tell us about Florida? Is it really elite? Well, if you're by the coast. If you're in Naples and you lived in Indiana, you know like I know. Oh, you thank God for the coastal areas of America. Because when you buy an RV and you see that they're made like shit, you say to yourself, where did this RV get made? Indiana. It's, oh my God. I knew I seen that girl with that 1995 Trailblazer somewhere. I think her boyfriend made my RV. That's right. I said, God help me. Because these people crazy. Who drives around drinking Pepsi? I'll tell you, this world, you got to be very patient in this world. I don't know anyone that still drinks Pepsi. Okay? You gotta be married to Joe Manchin if you drink Pepsi. Okay? Because I don't know how you can justify running the poorest state in America, West Virginia. It's a state. And you gonna give us economic advice? I mean, damn, man. The last time I heard, coal was the biggest money producer in West Virginia, man. Coal. Okay. And I said to myself, damn, this Pepsi sure do look like coal. Okay. I said, damn, man. Let me go. I got to get out of here. This crazy world, man. Let's stay positive, though. I want to thank everyone. Been very gracious to me tonight. Oh, I hope I get to all these. Good to see you, Coffee Black. I got to get to these live comments, man. Because I don't want to be like someone just been on a job for 2 months and I'm trying to get a cheap commission. I don't want to be like a YouTuber. Don't make videos in 8 months. Then tell me it's all good. We miss you. Yeah, go fuck yourself. I unsubscribe. I can't deal with people like that. I believe we left off at Twister, yeah. You stayed calm. It was so unexpectedly. I'm literally traumatized. God help us all. Twister, this world's crazy, brother. You're learning a lot as you get older. Stay positive. Christina, Twister's laughing good. Roderick, Sam, you're right. Everyone got something going on. Ain't that the truth? Let's hang in there. From your lips to Joe Biden's ears. Oh, thank you, Lord. My daughters keep me focused. Well, until they date some crazy motherfucker, and then you're going to go nuts. Okay? So just stay positive, brother, because there's more to come. But one day, they're going to become regular people, and they're going to date a crazy motherfucker. That's what's really going to make you question your faith, brother. So hang in there, man. Roderick, The Cell was deep. You saw that movie? You're a good man. Director, A.K. Charles, you know I love you, brother. Thank you. Been very gracious on the super chats tonight, and I appreciate your housewarming gifts and everything. Roger, good for you, the director. He's a very nice guy. And director's making a lot of good videos out there. Batman, Rocky, but just fighting. Being a positive influencer. I appreciate that about you. Twister, I've always told myself the first thing I want to ask God when I die is, what is it all about? I'll tell you what it's about. You fucked up. You ate the fucking apple. That's what it's about. Yeah, you fucked up. But don't curse God. Why? Arms are too short. You're better in life if you just try to embrace the love of God, the forgiveness. Because if you try to reason with God, we can't, there's no way. Now, you don't have to believe in God. I don't care what religion. But however you can muster a seed, just a mustard seed of faith, try to stay positive, stay in love, stay in forgiveness, stay in a level of humility. We've all been crazy. We've all cut someone off. We've all done something that I'm sure has agitated someone else. If you remember that, that's the best way God can answer you. Because it's like, if you want God to answer that question, it's like asking your mom, why did she have a child with this crazy motherfucker? And your mom, as much as she loves you, you experience the love of God. There's nothing she can tell you, but she's human. So God they say is not human. They say Jesus was God in human flesh. You go down this whole road, we don't know. We don't know. You know, Muhammad said we may have 70 virgins. He married a 9-year-old girl like R. Kelly. Who knows? We don't know who's who. Jesus may have been very vindictive if he lived to 53, 93, 73. Jesus may have lived in a townhouse in the Upper East Side of Manhattan and had a high staircase. And he was watching the trials of the January 6th riot. And he got so upset that he fell down the steps and a blunt trauma to his torso killed him. That's if Jesus lived to 73. Okay? But he ain't survived that long. Why? Crazy world. Just remember that, brother. Coffee Black, good to see you tonight. I know it's not easy camming up every night. Just do the best you can. Try to stay positive and I love you. I appreciate you staying with me. Twister, one finger up. Thank you. Sophie, thank you Sophie, you've been very gracious, Sophie. Thank you. Thank you. And Roderick, same thing, man. You've been consistently positive. I wish I could tell you thank you so many times. Matthew H. also been a great supporter, and I appreciate those Florida emojis. Thank you. Twister, do you think God stays in heaven because he is too afraid of what he created? Well, I don't want to start to, and I get it's just like a joke, but I want to share with you honestly when I start to get mad at God, and I do. I try not to get too negative towards God because it's like one is my spirit is not going to win. I gotta let out my anger, but then I gotta let it go. Because I also want to experience compassion, grace, and love. And, if God really exists, I don't want him to be too fucking mad at me if I die and I gotta fucking because some of these people who believe in the love of God, they also believe if you don't do the right thing, you're going to fucking hell. Yeah, so I mean, what can you do? I mean, I don't want to bust. I don't want to bust God's balls too much. I mean, if God's out there, I mean, I don't think it's wise for us to bust his balls, So I just say I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset, but I ain't gonna bust your balls. I don't want the wrath of God. Just in case. Okay. Cause shit, you thought Trump was vindictive. Shit. Wait till you get Joe Biden mad. Yeah, then you're gonna see vindictive. Yeah. Okay. Keep fucking with Joe Biden. I want to tell you one thing I learned, okay, is that you keep testing someone that you think you can test, you're going to be very surprised. So be careful. Joe Biden fuck you up. And then you got to look at God the same way. You look at God like Joe Biden. You say, God, come on, what are you dumb? You created this world, these crazy motherfuckers in it? What kind of God does that? And you keep poking Joe Biden. And Joe Biden give you $1 billion. Joe Biden give you this, he give you that. Joe Biden go over to Saudi Arabia, lower the gas price for you. You're never happy with Joe Biden. And you know what happens? Joe Biden will pull the plug on this whole motherfucking thing. So I want to tell you, you better look at God the same way, just like Joe Biden. You keep mocking Joe Biden. You keep saying, let's go, Brandon. And I want to tell you, you never seen the wrath of God. That's why I don't want no problems with God. I mean, I know my limits. Okay, I don't want no problems with Joe Biden. I don't say let's go, Brandon. Anyone who says let's go, Brandon is a Satanist. They test and they mock thy God. Okay. Where's the love of God? Where's the love of Christ? Where's the forgiveness? Where's the grace? Where's praying for your leaders? If you're pro-life, you should be pro-Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden is giving you all of his very life. You know how hard it is for a 70-year-old, 80-year-old man, basically, to go to Saudi Arabia and beg for lower gas prices? Because you just bought a new car because you can't afford a house? Thank God for Joe Biden. Who would do that for you? Your 80-year-old parent won't even travel to Saudi Arabia. And they voted for Trump. Yeah. I want to tell you guys, you keep testing Joe Biden if you want, you're going to get fucked up. Okay. Let's stay positive tonight. Sophie? Yes, because it was my choice and truth. Sophie, if there is a heaven, and if there is a tall guy with a nice ass that likes cruise ships and that is wealthy and lives in South Carolina, I doubt it, but if there is, there's one for you. Because no one deserves that better than you, Sophie. I'm praying for you. Don't live with your daughter. Why? You're better off in a subsidized apartment. You'll end up killing your daughter. Wendy! Oh my God, a Starbucks super chat, super sticker. Wendy, hang in there. $4 strong. Wendy, I want to tell you this. I want to tell everyone with a USB fan at the height of summer. We sweat all night, even when you buy a home base with air conditioning. You sweat and you wake up in the morning. You go to Starbucks and there's some great workers at Starbucks. And then you go to the gym or something and there's someone want to get a commission. And you're sitting there with a USB fan, some laundry that you got to get done, and all you do is walk on the treadmill, listen to your earbuds. You don't bother no one. But here's some person been on job for 2 months, and they're looking at everything you're doing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So, Wendy, don't lose your cool. In a world where basically, guys, the earth is getting hotter and hotter every year. Only Joe Biden can save us from climate change. In this world of climate change and hellish heat waves, there's only 2 things that can save us. Number 1 is a USB fan. Number 2 is the spirit of Joe Biden. He's a true fighter. I don't know anyone who's willing to travel to Saudi Arabia just to ask for cheaper gas. I don't know anyone. So I want to thank you, Wendy, very much. I hope my videos help, encourage, motivate, inspire you, or at least make you laugh. Why? In this world of crazy motherfuckers, you got to try not to lose your patience. It'll make you do drugs. Never live with a drug addict, Wendy. You say inspirational nomad. I'm a drug addict. I tell you this, I don't care. Don't live with another drug addict. What if you're trying to get your life together, at least for a day? I know the drug addict model. Believe me, I've been around. So you may have an inspired day where you don't want to do drugs. You're on your nursing game. Everything's going good. And the person you live with never dates someone who you try to save or they try to save you. The person you live with, they have a bad day at work. They're going to do drugs tonight. Now, how do you not do drugs, or how do you be around drug use without going crazy? You don't. So you know what you do, Wendy? You call out. Tomorrow, you call out of work. Why? You got to deal with crazy shit. Save all your capacity for crazy shit for your main job. Because I know what it is to be in the emergency room. You working with 3 other nurses. One of them's on a cigarette break. The other one went to Chipotle. Okay? And there's one sitting there in front of the computer act like she's doing something. And Joe Biden just came into the emergency room. He had a fall. And there's only one diligent, sober nurse ready to receive him. And that's you, Wendy. But not if you live with a drug addict. Joe Biden's life is in your hands. That's right. Only you can save Joe Biden, Wendy. Don't let Joe down. Okay. Because I want to tell you guys, there's a lot of people let me down in my life. And I let some people down, I ain't gonna lie. But you can only handle that so much. I mean, it makes you very bitter. Okay. Don't let Joe down. Thank you very much. Now let's go back to these live comments. Click that thumbs up. I want to tell you, I got 79 people watching. I got 41 thumbs up. You know what that tells me? 50% of people are fucking crazy. You're watching free entertainment, free motivation, and you can't even click the free thumbs up. You crazy motherfuckers. How in this world can you stay sane? Almost impossible. Let's stay positive. I hope I get to all these comments. I think we left off at Sophie. Yes, because it's my choice and truth. Yes. Twister's laughing. Good, brother. Sophie, I will choose to have the mindset of being an elitist. Good. Therefore, I am elite too. Well, as long as you're not in Florence, South Carolina, you got to get out of that area. Because I don't care. I don't care what your mindset is. When you go to a destitute gym or a destitute parking lot or a destitute truck stop and some crazy panhandler, I want to tell you, if you think California has a homeless problem, you've never saw the panhandlers of Florida. Oh, yeah. You never saw the stick-up kids of South Carolina. These motherfuckers, they got no idea. That's all right. We'll tell them. Twister, yeah, purple fire member only emoji. I appreciate that. Roderick, peace, everyone. Peace on to you, brother. I hope Sam goes viral. Roderick, I appreciate that, brother. Because if I go viral, one of my dreams is to become a multimillionaire and then shut down my channel. Why? Because I'm done dealing with crazy motherfuckers. That's right. Watch the replay that the rest of your life. You said, well, hold on. Peter Schiff, he's a multimillionaire and he is a podcast. I doubt he's a multimillionaire. If he is, he's a fucking fraud. Here's a guy who's very conservative. You know what he does? He gets his home base in Puerto Rico for a tax break. He always preaches, and believe me, he doesn't spend a lot of time in Puerto Rico, only the good part in the winter, and he stays in a very gated community right by the coast. Shout out to the coastal areas. For all us conservatives, that's where we live. Yeah, that's right. So, Peter Schiff has been preaching the end of society since the beginning of society. But he enjoys the most elitist areas, the coast of Puerto Rico and the coast of Connecticut. I want to thank you, Lord, for the rich conservative people that will never live in South Carolina, Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, Indiana, or West Virginia. I want to thank you. I want to tell you, you guys don't know elitist. You say, I know Trump, you know Mar-a-Lago. You know the Upper East Side of Manhattan. You don't know anything about Indiana if you know Trump. Yeah, that's right. So I want to tell you, this is the reality of life. It gets crazy. Yeah. Twister, yep. Twister. Yep. Twister. You're doing God's work, Sam. I hope I'm doing some good in this world because I know it's crazy. I love and appreciate you. I love you too, Twister. I really do. You're trying. I love you, man. Stay positive throughout your life, man, as best you can. Sophie, no thanks for being with anyone. Sophie, you keep that dildo. You know, have some chocolate, but not too much. And you can watch a romance movie, but believe me, I've seen a lot of Hallmark movies where some bitter divorced woman moves from Boston to South Carolina. And she meets some nice guy running a fish trout. What do they call that? What do they call like the people? What do they call the things you give the fish to try to hook them on a thing to bait? She meets some tall guy with a nice ass running a bait shop on some destitute lake in South Carolina. She falls for him because he's a nice guy. He's like this wealthy owner of this shit bait trap place. She's like, doesn't believe in men, but once she came to South Carolina and she found this guy who his wife died of cancer, he's so nice. I tell you, believe in romance, but the shit ain't real. Okay. Keep your dildo and your dark chocolate. That's the word of the Lord. That's right. There's only two true loves in this world. Dildo and dark chocolate. Now, I'm not gay. I don't have dildos. I like dark chocolate. But I kind of speaking to my women on that. All right, good job. Sophie, no thanks. I'm going to be alone, she says. There is a bad side to also after a few months, yeah? Trust me on this. I trust you. Wendy's laughing good. It's good for the soul. Thank you, Wendy, again. Sophie, months, not months. Well, to me, minutes, not months. I get agitated, motherfucker, real quick. Roger, Sam, you the best. I'm trying, man. I thank you. I do. Thank you, Roger. Twister purple fire good. Sophie's lasting good. It's all fake. Well, I've been in love a couple times, and it is real, but life is just also real. So I'm not bitter on love. I think you should love once, or at least twice. But I don't think you should necessarily get married twice, but everyone should do what they want, because I know some people they have, and that's what they want to do. I love them. Everyone do what they want. I'm not coming to no weddings though. Okay. I'm not going on vacation with no one. All I want to do, this is all I ask from God. Okay. Let me just be like every fucking elitist in this godforsaken world. Let me make a lot of money in a liberal state in the beginning of my career. Let me move to a conservative state that has good tax in my favor, good tax rates. Let me live by the beach by all the other liberal motherfuckers that came from another state. Let me go to the gym without being bothered. Let me go to Starbucks without being bothered. Let me vote conservative because now I just care about tax rates, nothing else. And let me just stay away from every sloth on this earth. But the Lord don't give you everything. Okay? The Lord don't give you everything. You got to deal with some nastiness. But don't mock God. Don't mock Joe Biden. Because guys and girls, you don't want to test thy Lord. And you don't want to test Joe Biden. Remember, it's always the quiet one that'll fuck you up. Okay? So, when in doubt, just walk away. Okay? Keep your mouth shut, take some shit in life, and live to fight another day. Why? Because if you don't die, you're going to suffer a lot longer in life than you have to. And believe me, there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of shit in life, a lot of arguments that you won't die. But you will have to suffer the consequence of losing your patience. And that's the lesson tonight. I love you.